Oh no!
No!
Hi guys, welcome back to our reaction to Schmoedown Spectacular 4. We've had two matches. This will be the third match. The two matches, of course, the singles tournament final. Bateman won against Bibbs. He will face Paul later. And the Star Wars match between Alex Damon and Laura Kelly. And unfortunately, Laura probably had a little bit of an issue with the live setting in the 5 rounds. That's why, unfortunately, she didn't do as well. I hope that she would do. I thought she would do better. But that's in the past. Now we're getting to the third match, and I actually don't know what this match is. If this is Inner Geekdom or Team Title.
Sure.
So we'll see about that. First, we have the manager stuff. So we're gonna press play again in 3, 2, 1, play.
3 managers that will be drafting competitors into their stable in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Schmoedown Spectacular 4 stage, Tom Dagnino, Roxy Stryer, and Kaiser!
Oh my god, this is the best.
This is going to be fun.
Did you have to? Oh dear.
Okay, it's not popcorn, but it's nuts. So that's my.
Woo. Woo. Wow.
Well, yeah.
Did
well,
he
here we are
change?
again. Look,
Yeah.
Early on in the season, all the talk was about these two characters being manager of the year. They forgot about a certain someone. That's me. Roxy, she started off hot in the beginning of the season, but now she's not.
Yeah, no belts. Roxy's not gonna be it.
He's got 2 people in this competition.
Kaiser has a way better shot.
Guess what's better than 2? 3. That being said, Bateman does what he's supposed to do, and Founding Fathers do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
3
he's 3.
will turn into 3 Manager of the Years for yours truly. So that being sprayed, upon coming up the name of the squad, ask, what's the most powerful street in the world?
What?
That would be Wall Street.
Nope.
Gordon Gekko said it really
Oh my god.
Greed is good. But the motto for my squad this year is greed is great.
Yes.
This is the best name. That's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
You couldn't stop it, Shane.
Feast your eyes
My
on
God.
that. I'm out of this taco stand.
I'm so glad that your logo is just like you, full of bull. Stay right there for 1 second, because just like you always do, that entire thing was all about yourself. Greedy, like yourself, how you manage, all about you. And don't think I forgot about you. I'm just happy you showed up today. Is it because Smets is here? Because you don't show up for the rest of your players.
Roxy, how many people have you competing in this
What
event
do I
again?
do?
Oh, right.
I manage based on my players. I make it all about them, because that is what a great manager does. And this next year, I'm going after the people who have felt alone and they need a little bit of support in their life. Thank you.
Okay.
The people who are odd, the people who are strange, but people who are absolute rock stars.
So, Tom? Lehman?
And
name.
what do rock stars do? They win. So I look forward to playing both your loser teams. next year.
Okay.
Whoa. Get back here, box of rocks. First of all, Tom, I'll take a order of Hunan chicken with a side of fried rice and Bateman's head on a poo-poo platter. Tom, why do you always look like you woke up in the back of a 76 Crown Vic using a Domino's pizza box for a pillow? Roxy, you look lovely as ever. I normally don't associate with women recently released from the Waltham Correctional Facility, but tonight I'll make an exception because you're standing next to me. I see you guys got some fun, fancy new logos. Really nice. We don't change doo-doo in the dungeon, baby.
The dungeon?
We don't need to change nothing. We've never had any respect in this league. I got Smets going on a run, going through everybody except one of the greatest who ever played the game, but we made it. We did our thing. We're going to take care of that tonight. We got Paul Oyama goes 6-0.
He's probably gonna
Beats
stick
old
with his
McMurrow for the
competitors,
belt,
too.
still get no respect.
Yeah,
I asked
you have that
Karloff to get
option.
some T-shirts made. It looked like I was asking to pull teeth.
That
Well,
is
you know what?
if
We're gonna
he
do
does
things our
have
way
the
like we
interview
always
and
do.
singles
We're gonna
belt
show our
for
logo
Stanley.
that we finally got someone. I don't know. They
Good
paid this
logo.
guy. You know, now we got a logo. And guess what, baby? This Death Star is fully operational.
Ooh, nice.
I like
That's a
it.
drop the mic.
All
Yeah.
right, look at that.
That was from Star Wars.
That was some Star Wars. Gucci out there. I gotta tell you,
Single reactor ignition.
Jen, you're-
I gotta tell you, Alice, that reminded me of the last time Roxy went to an airport hotel bar and had two old guys from the convention not letting her leave. That was pretty hard to watch. But look, all three of those managers bring a lot to the league,
Oh, yeah.
for better or worse. At least I didn't see Tom's pubic bone this time.
Although, look,
I don't know. They know
all those three managers
do
have
they know what
had
they're
a
doing? That's
pretty
the
good year in
question,
terms of
and
managing.
we'll have to wait
but
until 2020 to sort that out. And I
Roxy
hesitate to
has
make this
no
next statement, but
chance
I
of
do kind
winning
of wish they went
Manager
on
of the
for a
Year.
little longer because I'm
No
just going to
belts.
be perfectly honest with you folks. I'm not
There
sure
was a belt,
if the
but-
third
There
match
was
is
one
happening,
belt, and they lost
I'm
it in the
trying to
next
get
match.
communication with our tech team and with the chairman Christian. So what we're going to do, we do have an intermission planned after the third
Heck,
round match.
Grace
So
has a
what I think
better
the best option
shot
is
at getting Manager of
is
the Year,
for
I
us
feel.
to go ahead with the match, and hopefully, if John is going to show up, or I'll get some information that he's not. But I think that in the interest of time, we should go ahead and do the introductions. I guess. Do we have a promo vid we can put up for the team title match?
Also, team title.
Yeah.
But
And I hope it's really long.
Mhm.
All right.
But
hey,
here's
so-
the thing. They could potentially replace Roca
Yeah.
with one of the other horsemen.
Riley.
Like put Riley in or put Ben in. They're there.
Ben needs to focus.
Look, we'll see what.
So, who you got? I know it's like depending on
Shazam.
yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of what happens, I think Shazam.
The
will.
Merle.
Look, Merle's great, but I feel like whoever his teammate is will be flustered by the situation. But like that will either be Roca, who was apparently rushing to even get here, or if they replace him with Riley or Bateman. Those are two guys who didn't even expect to play in this match.
Riley did. Like if they
Maybe.
said,
Maybe they figured something out. And look, I still hope that they can put up a fight, but I really think Shazam is on a run to the title. They've been on that run.
I think I'm still gonna stick with the Founding Fathers, but I'll be cheering for Shazam. I have a feeling about this, so
Okay.
gotta stick to my gut feeling.
Is it good or a bad feeling?
A feeling that no, I know, but the feeling that Founding Fathers are gonna win.
Okay.
Bibiani is flustered after his loss. It was evident.
Yeah.
I don't think he recovered yet. And the kid is good, but he can jump the gun which he did last time.
Get them to the Greek.
So
We'll see.
I'm sad that Broka's not here. I love Broka.
Yeah, and he should be at Spectacular. He's been at all the other ones competing.
Hope he's okay.
I hope so too.
Just another day in the world of the movie trivia Schmoedown, Ken. An exciting promo. While we're trying to disseminate what the latest intel is, can you just tell me your thoughts on these two teams as they at least have earned the right to be here?
Yeah,
today?
which, I mean, look, we're analyzing maybe a team that's not actually here the way you look at it, but what's to say about the Founding Fathers are no strangers to live events. There's a reason that whole team and the faction and the five and all those things.
We're no
they
strangers
all
to
build this.
live.
But William Bibiani is one of those
I know
players
it's bad.
that can never
No,
be counted
funny.
out. He's a former champion. He has a passionate fan base. He has a passion for this game, and I watched
You know the
Bibbs
rules,
go
and so do
from
I,
this
yeah.
monster
It
kind of
also makes
character,
sense, though.
doing what he needed to do to going, I got to find myself in this league, and I think that's what he did, and he finds this partner in the kid, and it really just, it worked, and that's why they're here.
All about chemistry, international chemistry. We got this kid coming from Canada. Who knows if he's the next Brian Adams, the next Justin Bieber, the next Martin Short. He ends up being great at movie trivia. Him and Bibbs complement each other very well in movie trivia. You talk about chemistry, that's
Mark,
what you need
if
in the
that
team
is your
rounds. You and I
taste,
have great chemistry that one day
no.
is going to see us be the minor league announcers for the Boca Bantam Bears. But when you talk about chemistry, I don't think that you could shortchange what the Founding Fathers have done this season. Dan Merle and John Roca.
No, they're, I mean, they from rivals, fierce competitors, both here and at other shows and in the digital media world, and now it just works. Again, it's one of those things that just kind of works. And we're here because Dan had his free-for-all shot, which, was a great event.
It's gonna happen.
Bibbs, I think he's still standing. He's been standing after all these years, and Dan wins though, and has this and takes that free-for-all shot and brings it here. But now this thing happens with John, which is very real. In fact, quite frankly, I'm not even joking. I think I'm the one that gave him bronchitis. I mean,
bronchitis.
Let me just usher my seat this way.
Move
Ever so
over a little
slightly.
bit. And that's just the way it is. And
he's not coming.
To see a big match like this kind of be dashed by reality, but we are here where we are.
Yeah,
now.
and maybe I'm on too many antibiotics, but does everybody else see the giant rabbit in the front row, or is that just me? Okay. That's woo. Hello, Harvey. Good to see you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this. We're gonna do the intro, at least to honor the teams and what they've accomplished this year. We're going to give them their due here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Spectacular. So, Ken, if you would be so kind, I'm going to ask you a simple question. I'm going to say, actually, it's just going to be a statement. It's time for the Schmoedown. There we go. There we go. And if you can introduce at least Team Shazam, and then we'll see where we go.
I will do that.
We're just flying by the seat of our pants here, partner.
This is yes and.
We're about to kill some time on
We're
stage.
trying to figure this out. I've literally got Alex Marzota. He just gave me the middle finger, which says go. All right. In this team's championship match.
Put some gusto in it, Ken.
Introducing first.
Yes.
Jesus.
With a record of 5 wins and 0 defeats and 1 KO. They are the #1 Schmoedown Teams Championship contenders, William the Beast Bibiani and the Kid Brendan Meyer.
I can't see him.
No.
It is not only
It's
holiday
like
season, but they're
watching the long
literally
night of Game of Thrones.
giving out
Don't.
gifts. And I imagine they know everyone in the crowd who's been naughty, who's been
And yes, I
nice.
throw shade at
And that's how
that
they
episode because
determine
they used too much
giving of
shade
the
in that
gifts.
episode.
Oh.
And what a great song to be introduced to.
I'm clapping.
One thinks of the Castle Donington with Angus playing Thunderstruck with but one left hand. And I do believe there's candy in those bags, Ken. I don't, I hope there's no Josh McCougas in the crowd, and I hope there's no peanuts in that bag. William Bibiani, a stalwart effort in the first match we had today. The kid cheering him on, but now the kid might get his say-so in this match as well. Gentlemen, good to see you, gentlemen.
Now what?
Ken?
Riley's
And
gonna walk out.
their
I
opponent,
mean, no. Rolls
the
to walk
other
out.
number one.
Not a handicap match.
No.
Accompanied
But
to the ring by the 5 horsemen with a team's record of 4 wins and 2 defeats and 3 KOs. Dangerous Dan!
Wow.
The Founding
I honestly can't handle it.
All right, there's
Louder.
Tom Dagnino, fresh
Steve
off his
Bateman.
glorious Ben Bateman.
fresh off his victory,
Riley.
Riley. So yeah,
fresh off
Put in one of those.
lovely wine tour with his fiancee Julie.
they've been
Oh,
in.
again,
Oh,
good.
this kid's got another belt. Dan Murrow offering this youngster to walk the belt
What
onto
a
the
day,
stage.
what a day, holding up the 5.
Look at that kid. The belt is outweighs him, but he's holding it above his head.
Well done.
What a nice moment for that youngster.
All right, we're getting, so we still.
Thank you,
one
sir.
chance.
Thank
All right.
you. This
Can I
kid,
talk into this one? Hey, what's up? Hey, look at that belt. I love that belt. How's it going, everybody? So
Riley.
we got a bit of a situation here. I don't know if you've been following what's been going on. My partner John Roca feeling a little under the weather. It was close. We've been talking to him, but he's not here. So I don't know what the protocol is, Mark. I was thinking, I got a couple of people said maybe we get a new partner. Maybe I play with Riley, and I love this guy. I love all these guys, but I don't. It doesn't feel right to me to play this match with another partner, and it's nothing personal. So, Mark, this may be some rule. Ken, yeah, they're telling me it may have to be some rules things. But what if I just took these two on?
How are you gonna do that?
That one's
I'd be
well,
told-
Scott versus Rachel.
It happened once,
not-
but it doesn't make any sense because there's no way.
Hold on.
Because I'm not playing with anybody but John Roca.
So, Dan, very admirable. I think it's awesome that you did that. Now, I wasn't planning to get booed tonight.
But you're gonna.
I probably am, because I know, but that's not something we can do. It's not fair to Shazam.
Yeah.
We were going to do another match where we'll move it to New York, but you guys decided not to. So, the unfortunate decision for tonight, you and John will have to play in New York, and we're going to award the championship to Shazam tonight. So,
Whoa.
I don't think that's.
Even I'm not happy with that.
No.
Whoa.
Is that what, I don't know if that's what they want.
No, don't.
That doesn't seem right.
let's let the chairman get his piece said.
the reason why they have to be stripped of the titles because because of the draft and what would happen afterwards. Trust me. It was a decision we didn't want to make, but we had to make it, and that's got to be the fun. It's got to be the final decision.
We do not want to win like
No,
that.
yeah.
No. Is he there?
Is he there? Is he really there? I swear.
What is happening? I'm not getting it.
It's there. It's there. What? Are you serious?
Right. Ken, unbelievably, John
Roca
Roca
has emerged.
has showed up.
I didn't believe
What
it
a
at
champ.
first.
What a champ.
One half of
Holy
the
shit.
team's champions
That is actually John Roca.
That is John Roca.
With his belt, his hat.
What
That
is
is
happening?
the outlaw.
I knew he was going to show up. I couldn't fool me.
I guess we're gonna let the match stand.
Oof. Okay.
Team
Jeez.
champions here, reigning defending champions.
The crowd loves it, Ken. You talk about a flair for the dramatic. We've seen many dramatic moments in the history of the Schmoedown. This might top them all.
Yeah.
One thinks about the Michael Jordan flu game. One thinks about Walter Payton breaking the rushing record under the flu. One thinks about the time I got a B on an AP bio test when I had chicken pox.
Yeah, this is, I almost recommend it for John, but he's here. I was so messed up, I forgot. I did they are the tag team champions. I didn't actually give them that credit in the intro. I just wasn't sure what was happening here. I feel bad about that. But we are here. John Roca is here. Bibiani is here. Brendan's here, and we're going to do this the right way.
Yeah.
All right.
We have got a tag team title match.
Wow.
That's good because I love team match.
I just want to say something right now. Always with the big entrances, this guy. Always with the big entrances.
Dramatic.
Well, unfortunately for Shazam,
Yeah.
I'm going to take back the title that Christian just gave you and put the belt back for the Founding Fathers.
We were champs for like 2 minutes. That counts. Put it on the books.
And you may be champs yet again, but a 5-round match will determine
Depending on
it.
how Roca feels.
So the rules in
does.
round number 1.
Yeah, one second.
Your gift is back.
The field of competitors. We'll hear 8 questions from 8 different movie trivia categories. Now, this is the team format. However, in round number 1, you may
Oh,
not
boy.
rely on the strength of your teammate to answer
No.
questions. It is an individual exercise. Every point that an
What is
individual
There we go.
earns is
Now.
added to the team's
Sorry.
total. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for
Camera.
missing a question. No stealing in round number 1. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the 5-round match. Each team also has 1 challenge to be used at any point.
And I believe
throughout
we
the
are
5-round
using my
match. If
webcam
any
because we thought
competitors
that your
would like
webcam
the
might do
assistance
that
of
blurry
medical
stuff.
scrubs and a
Then mine
match,
does it.
please inform the staff.
It wouldn't
So
do
those
that
are the
actually
rules
because
as
of
I
the
have read them. And if I
light
may
Okay.
ask first, Team Shazam,
Oh.
are you ready to go?
We're so damn pumped.
Yes, we're ready.
It shows.
All right.
Okay.
And if I can get the go-ahead from the Founding Fathers.
Don't die, Roca.
I'm gonna give you what I got. I don't know what I got, but I'm gonna give you what I got.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Question number 1. In round number 1 comes in the category of action/adventure movies. Action adventures. And your first question, what 2008 action comedy stars Seth Rogen and James Franco? And Ken, after all that dramatics, now we got some trivia questions to answer.
We're here. We're
right.
here. Action comedy describes
I
myself.
haven't seen it because it's a stoner movie. I don't like those.
It's a quick movie. 5.
Yeah.
I got RB3 to laugh. That's all I
Okay,
got.
I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down.
Pineapple Express.
Outlaw, we are going to you first.
Pineapple Express.
Got it.
Good.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
All right.
Yep.
Kids got it. Dan Merle.
Pineapple Express.
And the Beast William Bibiani.
Pineapple Express, and I drew a
All right.
joint.
Don't be so. Why are you speaking into the mic like that?
It's killing us.
Question
Don't put your
number 2
mouth on
comes in the category of famous actors and actresses. Actors and actresses.
Sure.
Which movie legend played the male lead in the Hitchcock films Suspicion and Notorious?
Notorious.
I have a guess.
Not written
Yeah,
for that
that's
film.
no idea.
I love Van Halen, man.
Not Van Halen. But I have heard of them.
Okay, Billie Eilish. 5,
I've not seen a single Hitchcock movie, so
2, 1.
James Stewart?
Are
Cary
down
Grant.
for answers, starting with the kid.
Cary Grant.
That is correct.
no, you got it.
Son
Well,
of a bitch.
Cary Grant.
Cary Grant. Beast.
Trust the
Yes.
milk, Cary Grant.
Mr. Roca.
did not have it.
A good guess.
All right.
We both
So
guess.
Well, let's-
Shazam opens up a 4-3
Really
lead
good
on the
guess on
Founding
your part,
Fathers.
of course. Yeah, like I know James
Your
Stewart
next
has some
question
hits
comes
on
from the
movies.
world of the managers may not consult with the competitors in round number 1.
Yeah, so Tom,
Even if you're asking for bus fare. The question comes from the world, with Dagnino it always is. In the world of dramas, and your question, who played the title character in the film The Talented Mr. Ripley? Ken, that film is The Talented Mr. Ripley. If you meet somebody and they say, what is your talent, what do you tell them?
Eating.
That's a fair answer. Accurate.
5, 4.
This is the second time this actor is an answer.
1. Pins are down.
Damon.
Oh, Seth Robin Williams.
Dan Merle.
Matt
Yeah.
Damon.
Oh,
Correct.
I know why I messed it up. It's because of
I'm not going to
Good
say it
Hunting,
funny,
yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
Matt
no,
Damon.
I get that.
That
I
is
also
correct.
John
confuse
Roca.
those movies sometimes.
Got it.
Matt Damon.
Okay.
All right, 6-5.
3 people are still perfect.
Wow.
Question number 4 comes in the category of 90s movies. Movies in the 1990s.
Not the 18.
Yeah. In Forrest Gump, Forrest meets which member of the Beatles?
And Beatles trivia for Ken Knapsack. Ken, tell me the date that the Beatles made their debut on the Ed Sullivan Show.
No, stop it. February 63. 5.
It was February 9th, 1964.
There, I got it wrong. 2.
And I'm wearing Ed Sullivan's
Think.
jacket from that night.
Pens are
John Lennon.
John
down.
Lennon.
Looking for answer starting with William.
He meets him on Captain Kangaroo, John Lennon.
Nailed it.
Right.
Yeah, because he
John
then
Roca.
says that he heard that he was shot a week later or so
All right.
after he met him.
John Lennon.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
John Lennon.
There you go,
Okay.
John Lennon.
They all got it right. We'll give Roca the point, even though the walrus was actually Paul. Fantasy sci-fi.
That's what you think.
Fantasy sci-fi, the question. What 80s sci-fi film stars Dennis Quaid, Martin Short, and Meg Ryan? If you talk about a great
Yeah, I've
cast.
heard
I
about
saw
that,
this in the
but
theater, and it started to affirm some things in my
Nah,
mind about
nothing.
the way.
Really?
I cannot even make a guess.
Really? You had a little
5,
moment there.
4,
Coming of age.
3, 2. Meg Ryan's over by 1. Pens are down. Looking for answers starting with John Roca.
Inner space.
That is correct. Inner space.
The Kid.
Inner Space.
There we go.
So had it.
Inner Space.
There we go.
Inner Space.
There we go.
And it's a great movie, and you should all see it.
Okay.
All right, perfect
Sure.
rounds across the board, except for
I like
Roca, who
that.
trails
Mhm.
just by 1, but his
Yeah,
team
he
now
likes
trails by 1
Jupiter
as well. 10
Ascending
to
as well.
9. Your next category, Ken, boy,
So
it's a,
take
it's
his
a fan
opinion on
favorite.
sci-fi movies
Yeah,
with
it
a grain
is.
of salt.
It's in the category of.
Comedies.
That's why you paid for the ticket. All right. Question 6 is in the category of comedies. Which actress plays Paul Rudd's fiance in I Love You Man?
You think any of these people here today are going to
Nope.
tell their grandkids, you know, one day I got to
Said
go
it
to
now.
a match and laugh when Mark Ellis and Ken Knapsack said comedies.
I hope. 5, 4, 3.
And their kid is going to be like, it's the
2,
apocalypse, Grandpa. Get some water.
1.
Rashida Jones.
Pens are down. We are looking for an answer starting with the kid.
Rashida Jones.
Remains perfect. That's correct. Dan Merle.
I didn't have it. I said Ella Fisher.
Ooh.
All
Should
right.
have found
Rashida
fathers.
Jones.
We got
Both have now
Viviani.
missed it.
John Roca.
Hey, kid, you looking at me? Rashida Jones.
All right. But Dan Merle misses, and the champs are down. 12-10. 12-10.
Still working on
Still
2 perfect
perfect.
rounds, both on
Yes.
the side of Shazam. Your next category is from the world of horror/thriller. And your question, who plays reporter Michael Blomquist in 2011's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Ken, any tattoos you'd like to tell the crowd about?
I just have a map.
It's a David Fincher question.
Yeah,
That's all I can ask for a horror
That's
thriller.
why you
Change it
wanted
when
a
you
thriller.
vote.
Yeah, it's pretty painful.
Okay.
5,
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Daniel Craig.
Pens are down.
Craig.
Looking for answers starting with Dan Merle.
Let's say it right for my friends in the UK. Daniel Craig.
Daniel
Craig.
Craig is
Nicely
correct.
done.
That would be the slightly miscast Daniel Craig.
I disagree.
Shots fired.
Commentary.
Critic.
John Roca.
So you tell yourself, Daniel Craig.
There we go.
But no, I disagree.
And
Is
the
it a
kid.
Western, John?
Don't
Daniel Craig.
yell in the microphone.
I can pay for a
I already
movie.
turned down the volume. Don't make me do that again.
14-12.
Who knew that question was going to cause so much controversy at the table?
Shazam, looking at round here.
If they get this
Yeah.
next question, Ken.
Final question.
That's
And of
impressive.
course, could be individuals that get them perfect as well. Your 8th and final question comes in the category of animated. Animated. Who directed 2012's stop-motion Disney film Frankenweenie?
Nope.
Now I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, wouldn't that be great right now?
Good.
Is it who I think
Oh,
it is?
Frank.
I think so. I haven't seen it, so I don't know much
boy.
about it. But
Get a nice RFK Frankfurter.
2,
Dip it in nachos.
1.
Tim Burton.
Pens it down. William, starting with you.
Tim Burton, and I drew a little dog.
We got a perfect round for William, the basement
well,
beyond.
you got
John
7
Roca.
in that round.
I'm very impressed with myself today.
All right, we'll take the answer. The kid.
And that's for the hangover.
They're
We got another
both
perfect round.
perfect.
Dan.
Plain old Tim
Yeah, we
Burton.
can.
Dan had Tim Burton.
That's
Okay,
big.
so
If Shazam can already pull in
two
front
perfect
now.
rounds. First of all, a very noble performance by the Founding Fathers, both of them actually being able to get it to stage, and then muster 14 points in round number 1, bested only by 2 by Shazam, who did get 2 perfect rounds. So
Yeah,
your
might-
bonus question
might
is
be
going to be
4
asked to both
points after
William
this.
and the kid. So please write down your answer on the whiteboard. Don't just answer it outright. Your question for 1 point each. What year did Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban release in theaters?
I always, that's my problem.
They get released very close to each other between 2001 and 2011.
Answers are coming down in 5, 4,
And this one actually needed an extra year,
1.
so it is 2004.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2004?
That's incorrect. Oh, that's no.
Yeah,
that's
that is
correct.
correct.
Sorry,
Shut
that's
up.
correct.
2004.
I had 2005.
No,
Oh.
that's
Look,
incorrect.
he's not-
That's incorrect. My apologies. Yeah.
Hey, 2 perfect rounds. 1 gets the bonus question.
Yeah, I know.
So Ken,
And
at
it's
the
also
end
cheap.
of the round, that's number 1.
I just-
17
First year,
to
first
14.
spectacular, perfect round. Come on.
William Bibiani's been on the
Look at
stage
that.
already here today. He wants at least 1 win to
Well
claim
done.
the spectacular 4.
Yeah.
And here comes the wheel for round number 2.
It's not that big of a
Competitors, I'll
gap
remind
right
you of the
now.
rules
No.
Not at
for
all.
the wheel
No.
round. Each team gets a spin at the wheel. Once you settle on a category, it's the team match.
Look,
so you
and
get
Roca
6
still
questions
scored
each.
7.
You may consult
Yeah.
your teammate
Wow.
on
Sick.
each and every question. Question's worth 2 points. Let's go to multiple choice, then it's worth 1 point. There is stealing available in round number 2. So, William. William
All
and the
right,
kid
they're
are
going
going
to
to let
defer. They're going to
the
defer.
Founding
Dan.
Fathers spin first.
That is
Spin
our
first.
Christmas present to you.
Wheel, not the pegs.
Albert,
Oh,
Wheels
yeah.
up eggs. Roca's going to conserve that energy.
Right, and
I actually like
that
these
wheel
categories.
I love these
is a
categories.
sponsored Patreon wheel. So, ladies and gentlemen, while it's spinning, how about a big shout out to Mr. Jake Burnham, who sponsored
Jake.
the wheel.
Did a great job.
Fantasy, sci-fi, and 80s
Ah.
movies.
Slightly blurry.
And we also have a sponsor for Disney films. We'll reveal the name of that patron if that wedge is
Oh
selected.
God,
Comedy.
no. Oh God, no.
Spinning him. Merle lost with this category against Andrew.
Boo,
Oh, no.
spinning away from comedies.
Oh, Andrew
Spinning
got it.
away from
No way.
good-hearted guffaws.
They're spinning it again. Oh,
All right.
bloody thing.
Here it comes. The world of...
Who's coming Fincher?
I like that person.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantasy sci-fi.
I like
The
it.
category is...
I'm okay with that.
I love this wheel.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah, it's one of the better wheels in recent
Yeah.
memory.
For the champs.
That is, of
Fantasy
course,
science fiction.
in regular trivia.
Champs, the questions in the world of fantasy sci-fi will be administered by Ken Knapsack. You have 6. Each one worth 2. You may confer on each and every question.
All right. 6 questions. First one. In Blade Runner, before he dies, Roy Batty says that all of the incredible moments he's witnessed will be lost like...
Tears in the rain.
Like tears in rain.
That is correct.
Shout out to the
Absolutely.
weekend.
Wow.
All right.
Improvised
Plays
line, by the way.
The White Queen in 2010's Alice in...
Anne Hathaway.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
Terrible movie.
Horrible.
Even drinks didn't
And
help.
No.
just like that, they have reclaimed the lead over Shazam in round number 2.
All right. Question 3. What is the acronym used for the virtual reality game in Ready Player One?
Oh,
The Oasis.
yeah.
Right, yes.
Oasis is correct.
I would have had more.
All right. You've got your fourth question coming in. Fourth question. What film starred Elijah Wood, Jordana Brewster, and Josh Hartnett as students who suspect that their
Faculty.
teachers are aliens after a series of bizarre
I
occurrences?
really like that movie. It's not the faculty. It's
The Faculty.
2 more
Is it the-
points.
I want to check.
All right. Fifth question.
we
You
can
get
hear
6 in
them.
total.
Yeah.
This is your fifth one. Who stars as vampire
Okay, it's the Faculty.
hematologist Edward Dalton in Daybreakers?
I have no idea what this movie is.
Yeah.
Sitting by for a steal, but it's
Do they
not
only
coming.
work on vampires, or can they see normal people?
Daybreakers.
CVS Pharmacy.
Is it Ethan Hawke?
You said Ethan Hawke, and that is correct. Ethan
We were having
Hawke.
fun, but he got the right
It's
answer.
going well for them.
Yeah.
Another 2-point correct
It's gotta
answer.
be.
Yeah.
One hell of a performance here by the
All right.
Founding Fathers in round 2.
Your final question in this round. You currently have a 24-17 lead. All three of your JTs remaining. This 1985 sci-fi film, directed by Wolfgang Peterson, starred Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr.
Enemy Mine.
That is correct. 2
Well done.
points.
Wow.
This was a perfect round 2 for them.
Big round.
Yeah.
And that's what they
Big
needed.
round.
All right.
26-17 lead for the champs.
And I love Shazam's moxie. Quiet the crowd and just get right
Yeah.
up to that wheel and start spinning it.
Just get to it.
I mean, that was a perfect round 2
Yep.
for the Founding Fathers.
John
And now
pulling all his-
Shazam.
all his energies together.
And please tell us the name of the category.
Fantasy sci-fi, free spin.
Fantasy sci-fi. So this will be your first spin. It's a respin here in the first one.
And
He's
again, if
getting
everybody
it.
could
I don't
pay
ask for
attention
much
to
in
how
this
Brendan
life.
Myers spun that wheel. He didn't have to
No, I
show
don't
us.
know how they would like David Fincher.
Thank you, William.
That's the closest to that one.
Oh, take it! Take it!
Action adventure?
Fincher, David Fincher.
David Fincher. You can understand my confusion.
No, they're not gonna take it.
Okay, does Team Shazam want to stick with David Fincher movies
We're gonna
or
need an
spin
answer.
again?
We're gonna need an answer.
Please.
All right. I
have a
need
time
an
on
answer.
this?
5, 4,
They're
3,
gonna take it.
2.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
They're
god, oh
keeping
my
Fincher.
god. I hope I don't
This-
shit the bed.
This is all you.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here to ask the questions from David Fincher movies, Mr. David. I'm kidding, he's not here.
That would be something.
Your first of 6 questions in round number 2. In David Fincher's 7, who plays the police captain?
Captain.
R. Lee Ermey.
Yeah, I have no
Points,
idea who
maggots.
that is.
Me neither.
All right. Your next question. In Panic Room,
Mhm.
what health condition does Kristen Stewart's
She's
character
diabetic.
Sarah have that causes complications during the home invasion?
Multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, asthma, B, epilepsy, C, diabetes, D, congenital heart disease? Five. An answer. Thank you, Ken. 3, 2.
Asthma.
That is incorrect for a
Who
steal.
knows?
The
Diabetes.
choices are. I don't need to give him. It is diabetes. That's right.
Why did I talk about
Steal by the Founding
That's
Fathers.
right.
Add it in the two.
Sam can only tie it now.
As the great Wilfred Brimley on a horse would say,
That'll be enough.
diabetes. All right, gentlemen, your third question in the world of David Fincher movies. In Alien 3, what Game of Thrones actor
Charles
plays
Dance.
former
Yeah.
inmate and facility doctor, Dr. Clemens?
You know that?
That movie sucks.
Best character. Why did they?
Charles Dance.
Yeah.
2 points.
That movie
For
sucks.
Shazam.
It does.
Cool.
And Ken, they have a chance to pull even with the Founding Fathers.
That's probably the only question about having M3
of
that you can.
round number 2.
No.
Gentlemen, your next question. For which film did David Fincher receive his first
The Curious Case
Academy
of Benjamin
Award
Button.
nomination for Best Director?
I cried when he lost.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
What a wacky case it was.
Wacky,
Get this,
wonderful
the
case.
baby's like 90. Your penultimate question in round number 2 in the world of David Fincher. In The Social Network, after Facebook launched, it was said Mark was the biggest thing on Harvard's campus, which included 19 Nobel laureates, 15 Pulitzer Prize winners, 2 future Olympians, and a what?
An actress. A Hollywood star.
That was a tough question, and
Yeah.
that is 2
Well
points.
That's
done.
Because it's
Natalie
Natalie
Portman. Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
I thought Natalie Portman did time at William and Mary, but I guess Harvard too. All right, your last question in the world of David Fincher. And this is for 2 points and the tie.
That was a difficult question, by the way.
Yeah.
The first victim that Somerset and Mills encounter in 7
Gluttony.
was guilty of which sin?
Gluttony.
Gluttony.
We are
Again.
tied going into round
27-27. This is insane.
But
This
how happy
score.
am I? I'm so happy.
Gluttony, your
That's
favorite
no
sin.
console question.
We talk about the social network.
No
Gentlemen,
console question.
welcome to Facebook.
And a
Now,
fucking
what we
Alien
have
3
here
question.
is
In a
one
panic
more
room
wheel spin before we say
Yeah.
goodbye to the wheel.
But
Now,
I
that
do
spin is
think
going to be
that's a good
administered by the
score.
champion Founding Fathers. In just 1
Haven't
second,
seen it.
I'll read you the rest of the rules. It's the betting round.
There's
So,
2 David Fincher movies I haven't seen.
may
and
stand by
those
the wheel
are
if you'd like
Panic
to.
Room and The Game.
take a prom pose with you. Once we settle on a category, each team is going to select
Oh,
how
okay.
many
We
points they want to
we
bet.
can do that.
And I actually have 3 points to bet.
0 points, all the way up to 3 points. They have not spun yet.
Let's go, David Fincher.
Once we get your
Yeah.
bets in, at
To
that
be fair, the
point,
betting round has been
we are
kind to me
going to
today.
ask the question.
Yes.
And if you get that question correct, you gain that many points. If you get that question wrong, you lose that many points. With that, Dan Merle, you may now approach the wheel. In just a second. No, go ahead, spin it.
Now let's see what it goes to.
All right, so here comes the spin.
Good spin.
Oh, wow. They really got a leg into that one there.
Turn.
Wheel almost
Can
fell
this
over.
old battle horse last for 2 more
Yep.
2 more matches?
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, it already
Whatever
gave
category
up
is.
once.
And it's a team exercise.
Yeah.
So
Still
talk
going.
amongst yourselves.
Wheel's still spinning.
Nice.
Drama.
Riley
And
going.
the category is dramas.
Drama.
And it does
I'll
appear that we're
bet
going to stick with
2.
dramas. So,
We're going with drama.
from 0 to 3 points, how many points would each team like to wager? When you write your
One.
wager down on the whiteboard, if you want to just give us a little heads up as to what you're thinking, how rich your blood is. William, if I could just see that, gotcha.
We had some drama in the beginning of this match
Doesn't
already.
take me long.
Yeah.
You flash that thing and I'll see it. Can I see the point total? Roger that. Okay. I'm going to
All right.
consider that Roman numerals. All right.
Oh, so that's the one then.
God, that RB3 laugh just
they
is
bet.
there to pick
The
you up when you
RB3
need it.
laugh is the best laugh in the world.
Oh, my
It's-
God.
Yeah.
It's a.
That's pretty
right.
awesome.
All right.
Gentlemen, your question for whatever you wagered in. And again, please write down your attempted answer on the whiteboard once you come up with it. In the film The Disaster Artist, what does Tommy force Greg to do, which costs Greg the opportunity for a small role on a popular TV show?
Oh.
The Room. Fun movie when your name is Mark.
Yeah.
Fun movie.
You can just.
I know I can.
Get it out now. Get it out of your system.
3.
Repeat the
Repeat the
question.
question,
We
please.
got one repeat.
All right. In the film The Disaster Artist, what does Tommy force Greg to do, which costs Greg the opportunity for a small role on a popular TV show? Okay, if I get the exuberance for your
5.
stablemate.
And now I wish I had bet 3.
3.
He's not your kid at a 3rd grade recital. It's going to be
1. Pens down. Pens
Shave.
down. Looking for
Shade
answers.
is here.
Let's get the wagers in.
Wait.
First of all, we're
Oh,
going
yeah,
to get
the
the
wager.
wager from Founding Fathers. How many points?
We wagered 2 points.
2 points.
And your answer?
Shave his beard.
Then
All
you
right.
got 2 points because that's correct.
And how many points did
I don't have.
Shazam wager? They
We got it
wagered
wrong.
2 and they got it wrong.
Okay.
Big.
So
Very
the
big.
Founding Fathers.
Potential swing there. Potential swing
Don't
there.
get busted
All
now.
right, Ken, you know what time it is. You take the reins. I grab the microphone.
Let's do it. Let's do it. This is the speed round. This can make you. This can break you. The speed round will go as thus. I will be administering 5 questions worth 1 point each. You will each have 1 buzzer a team.
I'm buzzing now.
Buzzing.
You will have 2 seconds to answer after buzzing in. That's a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Then we'll get it to you. Mark Ellis.
Get your head in the game.
Fierce
Oh my
judge.
God, did I
Fierce
just?
judge.
Oh
I will
High
start
School
asking
Musical.
the question as soon as I see or hear you buzz in there.
You know, Ken, it's only
Get your
fitting
head
that
in
the
the
guy who has
game. You gotta
bronchitis has a buzzer that doesn't work. So,
All right, we're gonna do the.
we're gonna try to get a new buzzer in there for John Roca.
Okay.
In the meantime, got some other buzzers that are malfunctioning. You know, Ken, this drama reminds me of a song.
This is great. This is great. By the way, Mark, I loved when you played the insane.
Yeah, it looks like Dan Merle is de facto the winner of the speed round.
All right.
All right. No. Now Bibiani needs one that works. Boy, this is like Knives Out.
RB3, everybody. RB3.
RB3.
Thank you, Robert.
All right.
Champion. Can I block your view here so I can see them?
Mr. Ellis, I cannot see. Confirming we have
Just a good
buzzers
view?
and buzzers that work.
The
All right.
buzzing.
The buzzers work. Can actually
right.
go over here. So Ken, gentlemen, once Ken administers the question and somebody buzzes in, give me the chance to say your name. I'm going to say your first name, William, Brendan, Dan, or other, and John, that's right. Once I say your name, you have 2 seconds to answer the question. If you get it right, the team gains a point on your behalf. If you get it wrong, the team loses a point on your behalf. You only have 2 seconds. You may not use the help of your teammate to get the question correct. William, do you want to start testing your buzzer? Well done. Brendan? Well done. Dan? And John, I'm going to ask you a trivia question. Who won the 1991 season Super Bowl?
Washington Redskins.
All right. Well done. Well done.
That's my counter question. Who cares?
All right, Ken, when you are ready, go ahead and ask the first of 5 speed round questions.
All right, here we go. All right, first question. Who stars as the lead in 2018's Death Wish?
Brendan.
Bruce Willis.
That's correct for a point.
Guys, who really wants it?
He does.
All right.
Shut up.
Who played the well-meaning inventor father in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
William.
Rick Moranis.
That's correct for a point. What 2006 sci-fi film co-stars Julianne Moore, Michael Caine?
Brendan.
Children of Men.
That is correct.
Right. Well done.
Yeah.
This is tense.
Yeah.
Not have sex with the buzzer. I just want to make sure that's clear. Once is enough.
All right.
All right.
Question.
Don't let him get in your head. You have sex with that buzzer.
Not as much as you do, Bibbs.
Who has sex with a
And
buzzer?
we're back. 2 more questions in the speed round, Ken, when you're ready.
What 1985 John Hughes movie involves 2 teenage boys who...
Roca.
Weird Science.
That's correct for a point.
Here we go.
That's a very important point.
And
There's no
Ken,
Loki
I
to
just
lead.
want to remind John Roca, you just have to hit the buzzer once. You don't have to have sex with it.
I mean, if the kid can do it.
Final
It's clear.
question in the speed round. It's been a competitive one here. What year saw the release of the Victor Fleming movie Gone with the Wind?
1939.
1939.
That's correct. You got a 31-28 game.
Very important points there at the end.
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Ellis.
Uh,
We survived the speed round.
It's very
That
possible.
means the championship has come down to the final round.
You, sir, are very enthusiastic in the first row. Thank you so much.
Oh my
All
God,
right.
Ken! I gotta be honest with you. I recorded 3 sets for television this year as well as my first stand-up special. That was the most nervous I've ever been right there.
I'm shaking a little bit.
It's like they hover over them like they're hawks protecting their nest of eggs, and you can't see it.
Yeah.
But we got through it, and now we are here in round 5. By the way, this is the round that will determine the championship.
Here we go. Whitman's final round. This is as exciting as your special dog stepfather.
That's right. Can we get a band to play right next door? So we have John Rogan, the Founding Fathers, and we have William Bibiani and the Kid. They will be known as Team Shazam heretofore, at least for the rest of this season, which is short. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers. These can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different category: movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. Now, it is the team format, and so once we give you the category for your 2-point question, the team will have to decide which member is going to answer that question. You have to answer that question solo. You may not rely on your teammates' knowledge for either the 2-point question or the 3-point question. The 3-point will be answered by the opposite team member. You may only confer with your teammate for the 5-point question. If we understand the rules as I have read them to you, then we are going to go to the team that is currently in the lead, which is, I believe, Team Shazam, Ken.
No.
Nope.
No.
Founding Fathers.
Just testing the
To live in the world you're living in, Mark. That would be great.
What? I don't
You're having to go for a couple minutes.
Again.
Don't have sex with a mic.
All right.
Yeah, don't get too
Founding
close to the
Fathers,
mic.
what numbers feel lucky?
Number 8, number 3, number 15.
8, 3, and 15 for the Foo Fighters and Shazam.
1, 9, and 4.
9 and 4.
Let's hear it for 1. It's a great number. All right.
All right, so Team
Hey,
Shazam.
Mark, can we clarify how many repeats do you guys have?
We used one. We used one on
One repeat. And you guys have also 2.
Ken will be administering the questions for Team Shazam. So,
Yeah.
Ken, what's the category that they're staring at?
The category for your 2 points will be Oscar movies. Who will be
Oops.
taking it? Brendan's going to take
I'll
it.
take it.
Oscar
All right.
movies. You do.
He knows it.
All right. You do have
He
2
does.
JTE rules
Yep.
left. All right. 2-point question, Brendan. Which 1998 film saw Kate Blanchett receive her first Oscar nomination?
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Oh,
That is correct for 2 points. All right.
Elizabeth.
All right, Ken, that was a big
Yeah.
answer. It's as close as it could be without being tied.
Yeah,
And now
Still
William
very close to the
Bibiani has
mic.
to step up. He selected category number 9. Who are we looking at?
All right. Your category is Spielberg movies.
Okay.
Spielberg movies.
Should be
3-point
good.
question. In Hook, what multiple Oscar-nominated actress cameos as a man and pirate on Hook's crew?
Is it Meryl Streep?
Incorrect. Looking for Glenn Close.
Damn.
And close.
Well,
That's it, I
well.
It all comes down to this, Ken.
It could potentially
That
come
seems like
down
a
to
stretch
this.
of a question
A
for 3
5-point
points.
question. You guys can confer. You chose the number 4, which gives
Nah.
you the category of
Apparently-
Angelina Jolie. Angelina
Apparently they
Jolie.
love Hook.
5-point question. 2 JTs left. Angelina Jolie co-stars with her father, John Voight, in 2 films, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and what other film?
Wanted?
2
No.
JTE rules left. So
No.
they'll buy themselves some time to get the answer.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Angelina Jolie co-stars with her father, John Voight, in 2 films, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider,
Lara.
and what
Yeah,
other
it is.
film?
1 JTE rule left.
1 key JTE rule left.
Damn.
Midfield.
At this point, Ken, you
5,
leave everything out there.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Angelina Jolie co-stars with her father, John Voight, in 2 films, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and what other film? This is it. This could send them into the lead.
What if it's Cradle of Life?
5,
No, it's not.
4,
He's not in that.
3, 2.
Alexander.
And Jolie!
Okay, man.
The Founding Fathers and still movie trivia Schmoedown
I told you.
team champions of the world.
See, I have to listen to my gut feeling. I knew I was right. I don't know. Well,
looking to get out.
Looking to get out.
Oh, Mara.
Looking to get out.
Looking
That is
to
a
get out.
That's a movie.
That's a tough way to go.
Knockout. It was a knockout, by the way.
Looking to
TKO.
get out.
Hello, how are you?
Looking to get out.
Looking to get out. And a knockout. A knockout.
Chris is banging on the
Good one.
stage.
Good one, Jen
Of
Sturgeon.
course.
Knockout, Mr. Ellis. A knockout for the
TKO.
champions. Confirming their place.
Wow.
Real tough question.
It
there
will
at
be
the end.
tough to
That's a
dethrone
tough
them,
question.
huh?
That's a tough way to go out,
Mhm.
Ken. And
Yes.
you look at the sportsmanship,
Yeah.
and you talk about the team that was just felled here at Shazam. You really see what great chemistry they have as William and Brenda just talking everything
Really
out. It's a
tough
very tough
3
movie
and
to
5
pull. Not a lot of people have
quarter,
heard of
though,
it.
for
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they're talking
Really
everything out.
tough.
They
Yeah,
just
you're
couldn't
right.
come up with
And
it.
again,
But
it is a
two
championship match.
formidable
No, it is.
opponents
Can't
here.
say that.
But when you say the word formidable, you think about the Founding Fathers, think about Dan Merle, and you think about the effort put forth by
Yeah,
his
it's been very
teammate,
tough
John
questions
the Outlaw Roca,
in
who
the
just
past in
etched
championship
himself
matches.
into mythology by
Makes sense.
showing up here sick as a dog and being able to perform like a champion.
Absolutely tough. Tough win. The team, the Five Horsemen, getting together. We're going to get a little post-game interview here soon here, Mark, once it's settled. Jen Sturgeon, take it away when you're ready.
Eventually this crowd will calm down, but I don't think it's going to happen quite yet.
Not yet.
Oh, bummer.
Guys, what a day for the Horsemen so far.
Yeah.
Tom Dagnino, you have to be feeling pretty good.
Well, first of all, I always feel good. But second of all, like Chris Rock said, there's a difference between rich and wealthy. And guess what? We're wealthy.
Nice.
Your clothing choices dictate otherwise.
I mean, check the receipts. Anyway, that being said, this guy played a Michael Jordan flu game over here.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, he did.
or for all your sports fans, this is Willis Reed. This guy came in hobbling. He was in Cedars-Sinai. I talked to my doctor. I'm like, can we get Roca out of there real quick? He's like, I don't know. He's my buddy. He got him out of there. We had him on IVs.
Great
Obviously,
story.
The implications of this were big for you because you get to keep them.
Watch.
What does that mean
That's
to
what
you?
I'm saying.
It's huge. It's huge for the Finstock Exchange.
I love that name so much.
Starting off with these guys and keeping him, and then I'm going to keep somebody else as well.
Gentlemen, that was an amazing game.
Talking about
Man.
Ben.
They have you sweating a
Yeah,
little bit,
because
right?
if Ben
you
gets the
kidding me?
title, he'll
Been
be able to
sweating
keep
since they entered
all
the
three of
tournament.
them.
Just the thought of having to face
Roka's
those
been
guys.
sweating, but he has a fever.
I've been
so.
sweating for 4 days.
I said when we walked out here, I was like, Dan, you and Roka are going to share a mic because I cannot catch whatever that is. Purell the hell out of that thing when it gets backstage.
I'll
guys.
soak it.
John,
We'll
what
suck
is
it up,
winning
take one
this
for the
week to you?
team.
Listen, I got to tell you, this is maybe the greatest win I've had because I've been waiting to defend a belt once and for all.
He did it.
And my journey is complete for this stage. And I've fought so hard and given so much to this game. The one thing everybody always had on me was he never defends a belt. Talk to Call to Action, they love pointing that out. But I did it. And
I
no
believe
longer
James
can
is
anyone
there.
hang that on me.
Of
And
course.
it's
Actually,
in
fucking-
large
Yeah,
part
right.
due to this man right here, Dan Merle. Because when Dan and I were texting, and Dan says, if you don't have to go if you can't go. And I woke up this morning and I said, I'll be damned if I let my brother fight by himself. And I crawled out of Cedars-Sinai. Tom helped distract the doctors. I slid into a doctor's robe and slid on out of here and got here. And one more person I gotta thank, that's my lady right there, who got me in the right frame of mind. My lady Outlaw. Without her, I couldn't do half of this. It's an honor to play in front of you all, and it's an honor to retain the belt with Dan.
I really hope I really hope the heist film starring you all getting out of the hospital is part of our Patreon backstage footage, okay?
It's pretty amazing. I heard stories. Yeah, I think there's people looking for you. It's like the Blues Brothers back there.
I was going to say, what does it mean for you guys to be able to do this together?
I mean, under any circumstances, this would be something really special. John and I have a really unique history in this game. Like I don't even think people remember that when Riley and I were teammates, it was this guy that we were team champs, and it was this guy that knocked us out of the tournament with no. So we have got a story in this game that goes back all the way to the beginning, and to do it anytime would be amazing. But it's been tough, Roca just toughing it out and getting here is incredible, and the strength that he showed to just even be here. I'm like 90% happy and 10% angry at you for being here. And I came out with my family in mind, with my grandmother in mind. I was playing this game for her, and so that takes something special to something that's even more special. And John, I gotta keep pace with you, because I gotta thank somebody very special, and I know she's gonna hate me for doing this, but I gotta thank the person who is by my side.
Mara.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mara is.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it.
What happened to her?
John, I'm sorry, but you're my number 2 partner. Mara is my number 1 partner. So it's amazing just to prep for this with her, and I love it. And I love you.
Oh.
Cute.
Nah.
I love me too.
I was, though, if you don't mind me, Jenna, I had the thought, I had something in my head, which is like, I love having this belt here, and I love being with this guy and defending a belt, and he talks about challenges that are ahead of you and challenges that you haven't faced yet. And, I started this year winning the singles belt. I ended this year with this team's belt on my shoulder, and just in thinking about it, and I think we actually have to work it out a little bit, there's one other belt that I haven't won.
Oh, shit.
Is it the Star Wars belt?
It's going to go for any geekdom?
It involves Star Wars, but I'm going to be by Mara's side in January in New York when she fights for that title belt. And then I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, and I will be competing in the Geekdom League.
Oh, yes! Like,
no brainer geekdom.
It makes the most perfect sense in the world. Oh,
that's amazing.
Oh, and our geekdom's going to be lit.
Bibbs thought I was about to propose. Bibbs said the kid thought I was proposing.
Wait. So, I'm a good critical thinker. So, if I'm thinking about this properly, if I take back my belt in New York, and you as a fierce competitor work your way up through a tournament, you're saying that you and I could play each other for the Inner Geekdom belt. Is that what I'm? That's the conclusion. Right? That's what I'm hearing.
That would be.
What do I think about that?
I mean, that.
I wonder what his strengths
kinda
are, because I know Star Trek.
Awesome!
Star Wars, MCU.
Yeah, comic book movies.
Check your draft boards. I'm
But
coming to Inner Geekdom.
I'm not sure about like Middle Earth Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you want to see us play each other?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Please. Chris is so
excited
giddy.
right now,
Of course
but
he
it's
is.
been with one of them sleeping on the couch, okay?
Can I say one last thing here? Shout
Always,
out to
John.
Bibiani and shout out to the kid. Great, man. I didn't want to leave the stage without giving props to both of you. You pushed us, you fought us to the end, and it was an honor to play you, honestly. Thank you so much for playing us today.
And John, thank you for making it out here. It wouldn't have been the same without you.
Please.
Seriously, John, I mean, seriously, I really wanted to be able to get to play in a spectacular, and if you're going to lose, it's more fun to lose at the spectacular. So for you coming out here, it was really nice that you did. Thank
Love
you.
you, man.
Now we're not done here with the Horsemen. There's potential for you guys to walk out of here with even more gold.
For Ben.
Whoop.
Goddamn right.
I think that was his mic drop. Guys,
He's really good
give
at
it up for
that.
the Founding Fathers.
Yeah.
All right, Ken, as Jen welcomes the team on the short end of the 6 Shazam to center stage.
Take it away, Jen.
Girl.
Aww.
Shazam.
All right, you made me cry. All right, you made me cry. All right. Oh, God.
Shazam, I know today has not gone as planned for you guys, but you have endeared yourselves to not only this audience, but the audience at home. What did playing on this stage mean to you guys today?
I've never played a spectacular before. I've been doing this for so long, and it just never worked out. And, even though I didn't win today, we didn't win today, we got to be here. We got to feel like this is like I feel more a part of this community than I ever have. And we didn't get here alone. We got here through all the fans and all of our friends and all of our loved ones. I never would have got this far if it wasn't for my wife and partner Michelle, who couldn't be here today.
This is such an emotional spectacular.
Every win I pulled out this year was specifically because of her, and I just want to say thank you so much. And honestly, the kid, what a champion!
He did great
Yep.
in this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kid, this
Never
stage
played
is
in a
yours,
life
man. You
event,
earned
I
it.
believe.
No.
Never played in a title
Let me
match.
ask you questions. I'm running this interview. Jesus, Bibiani. No, I think you guys have a really special relationship. We saw it kind of blossom at the free-for-all with you guys bonding over how much time you guys spent together on that stage.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have made a hell of a team. What has playing with William Bibiani meant to you this season?
It's meant everything. I mean, I really feel like I am good at the Schmoedown, but I don't think I can get to these kinds of matches right now without a teammate like William Bibiani. I'm going to keep working on it, but without an elite top-level player, I don't think I really can win a tournament this year. And it meant a lot to me to get to Spectacular. I mean, I think even playing is a huge accomplishment. It could go really well next year, and we could come back and win the belts and then lose them by the time this happens and not play there. You know what I mean?
You just went worst case scenario, best case scenario, worst case scenario on me.
Meaning playing at Spectacular in general, like you can have such a great career and still never quite wind up. Like you've had to this point, you never played. So I'm appreciative to just get to play. And yeah, it's funny. I mean, I think now having lost this match, I think about, the first time I played the Schmoedown, I lost. And I
to the
thought
champion.
in the weeks afterwards, I thought, man, maybe I'm not going to be a part of the Schmoedown at all. I was like, I'm a forgotten rookie, and like maybe I won't ever get to show that I have a place, and maybe it's just not going to go my way. And then I got to the free-for-all, and they said, you're in the top 5, and I went, that's not great news. And they said, Rachel Cushing and William Bibiani are also in the top 5, and I went, that's really bad news. And so I was very, very worried, and that day happened really, really well, and I got to go on this incredible journey. And so even though it's tough to lose a match like this, you think, ooh, are we ever going to win a belt? A lot of good stuff happened after the first loss. So.
We are going to win a belt.
They should.
This is a championship team. It didn't work out this year. It did not work out this year. That is okay because we ranked, we are protected, we are staying together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, to be fair, they don't have a
made it
manager.
right to the end. We are going to
But
have
yeah,
a
you can pick them
contention
together.
matches. We're going to be right up
and you
there
have two great
at the beginning of
competitors.
next year. We are Shazam.
Give it up for Shazam, guys.
There you have it. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen.
Sentiment, even in a losing effort here today with Team Shazam getting a standing ovation, moving the very jovial William Bibiani to tears at this time of giving. And as we see him and Brendan Meyer give each other a hug, we don't know what the future holds for this team or any team for that matter, but you hope you get to see them compete on a stage again.
Absolutely. It means a lot to these competitors. Means a lot.
It has been a very exciting day so far. And yes, we are about to take an intermission, but before we take an intermission, I would like to ask everybody to remain in their seats because we do have one last thing before we get to said pizza and pee break. And that would be, as we've been doing here, Ken, we have the draft coming up next year, and we have teams. And we've met some of the managers here today. They pontificated in front of the microphone.
The intermission will also be our intermission.
So now the question becomes, we know some of the managers. There's another manager that we don't know who that person is yet.
And we'll probably don't hear it until the very end of this
A little
video.
wiser in just a little bit.
Wow.
Usual suspects. Is this the next one?
What is it, the 10th?
Oh!
Are you serious?
Yes!
I just got chilled.
Yes!
I just got
Yes!
chilled.
Yes!
Oh, that's what I've been missing. Oh. So here's the thing. I love the Schmoedown. You guys know I love the Schmoedown. Oh, thank you.
That would be me.
And there are so many great new players in the Schmoedown and great old players in the Schmoedown. And every time I watch a match, I can't help think to myself, when somebody misses one, I'm like, oh, why wasn't someone there to make sure they watched this movie or knew that number? And so I could help myself no longer. And I said, I want to be a part of this. I want to step in there. I want to build the greatest faction this Schmoedown League has ever known. And that is what the usual suspects are. I am going to put together a team that is going to blow away every other faction, every other manager. It is going to be exceptional. I am so excited to be back. And remember this name. We are the usual suspects because the greatest trick a manager ever pulled was convincing the Schmoedown he'd walked away.
Yeah.
Sam Levine, Ken. And
I had no idea.
The final thought on this incredible announcement as I see it lighting up on social media. Sam Levine, back. Your quick take.
I did not think he'd be walking back in, but what he says is true. He's always there on the sidelines, always kind of like, and for him to invest that much again to get people over the edge and into championship contention, title shots, that's great.
It's pretty exciting stuff. So Sam Levine will be a manager in 2020, and we are about set for the Inner Geekdom Championship, followed by the Singles Championship of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Before we hit that, we will take a quick intermission here at the theater. If you're here live joining us, go relieve yourself, go grab some pizza, meet the bunny, take a picture with him. If you're watching on the live stream, we should be playing some Wanger shorts, but I don't think we're doing that.
Yeah.
So Ken and I are going to watch our advanced screening of Stage 4.
Stage 4, yeah.
Be right back.
Nice. All right, that's where we leave off for now. Oh, wow.
A lot of things happen in this one.
God, so much. I mean,
happen.
first of all, we get the three big mouth managers who've had a pretty big year. Dagnino, Kaiser, and Roxy. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, Tom will keep Roca and Merle, of course, if that's all, if they all agree on that, but I assume they will. And Kaiser might keep Paul.
And we don't know what happens with Smets.
That's the thing. If Smets wins, then he'll also be able to keep him. If Ben wins, then Dagnino can already have those three.
Yeah.
That's big. So, yeah. It's going to be very exciting, that draft. I'm very much looking forward to how that will unfold. You do?
Yeah, no, I still don't understand how that's all gonna work, but
We'll
I
see.
guess I'll figure it out as we go. Yeah,
We'll see next year. And yeah, Shazam, you fought well. I wanted you to win, but yeah, got some tough questions. It's how it works sometimes.
Yes.
You win some, lose some. Founding Fathers were just so good.
Roca rallies. He comes back and even
Yeah.
sick.
Even sick. Wow. Like complete drama, but he still manages to perform extremely well. It kind of seems like the competitors need to be sick.
Yeah, because Ben is still recovering, I assume.
Mara and Rachel in that inner geekdom match.
Yeah, dear.
No. Look. I'm not wishing anyone to be sick, but it seems a little bit of a recurring theme now. Yeah, Founding Fathers still champion. Good for them.
Dan Murrell is coming
to Inner Oh yeah, holy crap!
That is probably one of my biggest surprises of this portion of the video, because this is gonna shake up the whole division. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, as I said, I really wonder what his strengths are, what he can do, because I know he adores Star Trek. I know he knows plenty of comic book movies. Some Star Wars for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Middle Earth and Harry Potter are kind of the things that I'm not sure if he knows. I hope he does, of course. I hope he is a well-rounded player, and I assume he'll also study plenty. I mean, he has Mara.
Yeah, she's sitting there watching.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I assume he's just sitting there with her watching those movies as well, and he's smart. He can remember stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. And Sam Levine, yes to that. So much yes. That needs to happen. That's good. What are your thoughts?
I hope it works out well, because we know what happened this year with him being a co-commissioner. So I hope he sticks to that. Per se, or that he gets good competitors. We'll see. Everything will be decided in the draft, but I'm anything just to see his face is already awesome.
Yeah. No, Levine is one of the legends of this game, truly. He's the only one so far who's held the singles and team belt at the same time. No one else has done that. So that guy knows his stuff. You know that he knows how to study for it and how to get motivated. If he can do that for himself, he can do it to others as well. That faction is going to be scary good, I feel. Of course, depending on the competitors, but still, I think he can take a medium competitor who does well sporadically, but not always. I think he can make that competitor a great one that constantly wins, that actually is in contender matches, title matches, and is also in a good team. So
agreed.
I think that's going to be very exciting to see what he builds. So we've had all that. Again, we're going to take a break, and you'll see us back for the Inner Geekdom title match. Until then, take care.